Welcome back to another edition of EAA, and before you will see my 1995 Dodge Viper. I got it running right now. I just fired it up, gonna let it warm up just a minute and do a walk around on it. I'm gonna take it for a little spin, but this car I've had now, I don't know, it's probably a year, maybe 2 years. It is all stock, nothing has been done to it. It just has the hard top on it instead of the canvas top. New tires, 22,000 original miles, super clean car. Of course, these all came with 6-speed manual transmissions. And you can see the car has just been very well kept. First gen Vipers, really Vipers in general, the values have come up on them quite a bit. And this has been a really good investment car. It's definitely worth more than I paid for it, but I don't want to sell it. I've had a few people ask me about it. You know, originally when these cars first came out, I remember thinking they were kind of like clown cars. They looked so weird. I didn't like the wheels on them. I didn't like the shape and the design. I just thought they were just too exaggerated. But I really come to appreciate them a great deal. And if you guys don't know, I actually had a 3rd gen Viper for a little while. More horsepower, a little more modern conveniences than this one. But I gotta tell you, I love this car. There's just something about it. One day I was just like, man, I want a 1st generation Viper, and I'm glad I got it. I really, really like this car. So let's hop in and go for a little spin. Should be getting some temperature in it. Up our window so we don't get a lot of wind noise. Those that are not familiar with this car, came with a V10 6-speed manual. As I said before, this is an 8-liter V10, and it was developing about 400 horsepower, 400 pound-feet of torque in '95. These cars were underrated. They were a little bit more than that. But you have to remember, in 1995, 400 horsepower was a lot. 400 horsepower was really quite impressive, especially since these 1st gen Vipers, they did not have traction control at all. Today's standards, they still move very well. You can see it was definitely losing traction in 1st gear there. It's cold out, tires are a little cold, but yeah, this car goes. Pulls very nicely, and I was short shifting. I was shifting around 5 grand. These cars are good to 6 grand. Cars are very tall geared, if you can't tell. I mean, right now we're in 5th gear, it's 62, 63 miles an hour, and tacking about 1,800 RPM. Very tall geared. Really kind of too tall geared, if you ask me. I think they'd be better with like a 350-ish gear. I think stock there have like a 272 gearing, and it's really just too tall for this car. But it makes freeway cruising great. Everything works in this car except for the fuel gauge. See, it says empty. It's a sending unit. It just needs to be replaced. But to replace the sending unit is very expensive and very time consuming. And quite honestly, I just have not wanted to go to the trouble. Now, one thing about being in a Viper, when you're in a Viper, you really do feel like you're in the cockpit of a race car. And I know the camera won't really give you that sensation, but I mean, you're in here. You're it's tight with the way everything is, the console and where the shifter is. You're in here, and the seats are really great. They hug you very nicely. They hold on to you very nicely. These are really some good stock seats, especially for 95. These cars were absolutely beasts at the track. And there's just not a lot of them out there. And the fact that they don't make them anymore, like I said, they're only going to go up in value. If you can get your hands on one, I would suggest it. I think you'll enjoy it. It's a lot of fun to drive, a lot of fun to own. The popping sounds when I go over bumps. That's the top, the aftermarket top. Initially I thought it was like getting ready to come off, but that's just the way it is. It's just the way it is, so you just kind of have to accept that. I've gotten used to it. It doesn't really bother me. If that isn't fun, I don't know what is. And it's just so smooth. It just pulls and pulls and pulls to each shift. So, trying to blind you guys here. The morning sun. So, I'm going to end the video here as I normally do with these POVs. So, as always, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. PO Box and Instagram will be in the description below. Guys, God bless. Take care. Have an absolutely amazing day.